Sounds real good, though. I'm not even allowed to mention McDonald's anymore because I talk about it so much.
What's wrong with it? I got the
Troy was like,
chicken
if you
sandwich.
mention it one more time, she's like, I don't care what you do.
That plain-ass chicken sandwich is like 350 calories. That ain't shit.
Oh, that's what Pete said. He went to McDonald's and got the low-cal chicken sandwich. He's like, it was like a little fucking tiny piece of chicken between two buns and one pickle on it.
Small.
I'm pretty sure the McChicken isn't that bad.
That's not
good.
as bad as.
When did we go on air?
I can't say that's quite as bad as our Fatty Special Thursday that we had, where we went to KFC
God, I missed
and
that.
Taco
I'm not
Bell.
gonna complain. I'm still eating fast food, and I lost 10 pounds off of it. So
That's
shove it up your
ridiculous.
ass.
You know what? That's fine. I lost 15 pounds after I quit drinking pop. So
Yeah.
True, pop is the worst. That's why I don't drink it anymore. For the most part.
it actually hasn't been too bad without pop.
No, it's
Water.
not
I'm
hard,
surprised.
really. I mean, do you drink pop every once in a while, or just never ever again?
No, I kind of
I
quit.
drink it every once in a while.
I had a Diet Pepsi when we went to see Jurassic Park because we were at the theater. I was like, you gotta have a pop and some popcorn.
It's true.
Dude, I got some popcorn and a pop at the theater, and it
Mike got a 5-gallon
cost
bucket.
like 25 cents less than my ticket.
Either your
That's
ticket
how they
was
get
really
you.
cheap, or your meal
The ticket
really
was
expensive.
12 something.
Well, I hate it. They're like round off the prices. They're like, oh, it's only $4 for the popcorn, and then it's also only $4 for a pop. Well, Jesus Christ, it's already $8.
that's more than dinner costs.
So
Exactly.
I told, because I want to go to the TNG screening that they're doing on
I don't
Thursday.
even know what this is.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks.
I know you won't go. It's
Dickhole, you
they're
don't know
showing
that.
a Next Generation episode. I think the title is The Best of Both Worlds.
They're
An
just
episode?
doing one episode.
Or
No,
one of the movies.
No, it's 2 episodes. It's a 2-parter.
Oh, okay.
They do it to promote the season releases on Blu-ray.
So this is a
I didn't
common
even
thing?
know that
I've
existed.
Never heard
Yeah,
of this
they've done it
before.
for season 1, 2, and 3.
Don't act like you knew before now.
I did know before now. Nobody ever wants to go with me, and that's
No
where
one ever-
That's how I know you didn't know, because you know I would go. And
No, you won't.
You haven't invited
You're
me.
gonna come over here on Thursday.
I
You won't
could.
come over here to see the movie Star Trek, so you definitely ain't coming to see a 2-parter episode.
I might.
What time is it?
7.
I could almost make that.
So
I was
anyway,
actually just talking about driving to Des Moines tomorrow to meet my mom.
God damn it.
Perfect.
Guess that's not happening
Hey.
anymore.
Anyway, Dave said, Dave, I ordered my ticket. And he goes, oh, I wasn't going to buy it beforehand. I was just going to buy it at the theater. So what's going to happen is we're going to get there, and they're not going to have any to buy.
Yeah, but that'll be good. Like, that's fun. I mean, yes, you still have to go to the movie alone.
All I have
Oh
to
no!
do-
But
I've
the
got a
point is
ticket.
that Dave has to go. Dave
Because-
can't go. Dave
wait,
has to
wait.
drive out there, find out
I
he
will
can't
have
go, and
probably
then leave.
driven. So he will have to wait for 2 hours.
I would preface that before you leave. Be like, if there's no tickets, I'm not going to drive you home.
I was like, why don't you want to buy? I said, is it the $1 charge?
No, it's the fact that he doesn't know how to use a calendar when he's online, apparently.
It only shows
And he's-
one day and time.
I guarantee Dave will get the wrong day.
How would he fuck that up?
Who knows?
Remember when we bought Harry Potter tickets that one time and Dave bought the wrong time?
What?
Dave didn't go to that one.
No. We remember, it was like, I don't know, Harry Potter 6, I want
I
to
don't
say.
remember.
No, I don't think he got the wrong tickets. That was the one. No, he waited too long and he couldn't get tickets.
Yeah,
That's-
he couldn't, we all bought our tickets at
You're
the
talking about the one where
time.
we left Dave alone
Yes, in his
and
own
like
theater,
taunted him the whole time we were waiting in line.
pretty much.
Oh wait, he did have a ticket. He had a different. Did he have it for a different theater?
Yeah, something like that.
And then
Jeez.
when we went to Kansas City, he has I think it's officially a streak now.
I
Dave
completely
can't buy
forgot
movie
about
tickets.
that.
Yeah,
I can't believe nobody mentioned that when we were in Kansas City.
because wasn't that what? Didn't we go to Coralville for that?
Yeah,
one?
we were standing by the
the
ice rink.
Yeah.
Hassling Dave the whole time.
Because he waited too long. He's like, oh no, guys, it's cool. I'll wait till later.
No.
And you fail.
Stupid Dave.
Where's Pat? Is he gonna review his phone?
I don't know. I thought he was going to. I also feel like the first topic is
Ooh.
I already saw that, Anthony.
It's so gorgeous.
what is it?
It's a 335 M Sport.
His?
Dark blue. So pretty.
His? Is that what you
No.
said?
I don't think so.
I wish.
I was like, damn. Everybody's fancier than me now.
I do have a nice car. Not that nice.
I'm just gonna drive the living piss out of my car until it dies. That's
Are you gonna run it into the ground?
because it's paid off. So
Blaine, post that video I posted to you earlier so Lucas can watch it.
Oh. The Bill Nutshot.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We're just gonna watch Lucas's reaction.
I'm already chuckling.
I sent that to Jake, and he said, "Why was this show canceled
Did you guys hear that Futurama is canceled again?
Yes.
again?"
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that. Netflix should pick it up for an exclusive.
They probably won't.
Oh, Matt, please tell me you saw this. It made me think of you.
That's sweet.
I've literally had it saved on my
I saw that. That was.
on my desktop for like
yeah,
several days.
that's a video.
No, I know. I
posted it a while back.
enjoyed. Sorry.
It's really funny. How he says it is
Oh.
hilarious.
I'm
I always
kidding.
tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me?
Lucas, have you seen that?
I bet Ryan Thurman's gonna have a fun time watching.
Yeah. Hey guys, have you seen
You guys
this?
seen that? Oh, that's funny. Oh, I forgot about that.
Suck it. That reminds me of the discussion we were having earlier. Was that today, Matt? About the
Yeah.
cop and
Yeah.
Saints
And
Row
the
3?
late-
Oh,
and
I gotta pre-order that.
You should
That
get the
does
Merc
look
again.
really funny. Like, normally I'm opposed to that kind of pre-order BS, but like all of my complaints go out the window when it's hilarious.
It's like GTA, but it's taken to an extreme that it's just so ridiculous that it's funny.
What are you talking about?
Saints Row.
Okay.
Speaking of, I should probably download that.
Don't
I don't know.
what?
Saints Row the Third.
You
I haven't-
bought the third one?
No. Well, I have it.
Oh, I thought you bought it just now. I was like, wait, oh, money.
I got it with the THQ bundle a while ago or something
Oh.
like that. I don't know. I guess Pat's not going to come, so he can't review his phone.
Well, now what? What else?
Disappointing
we got?
because I think I'm gonna switch Sprint here shortly, and
Well, what are you on right now, Lucas?
I'm on
Verizon?
Works phone, and it's US Cellular.
Oh,
But
Are
I
you
think
gonna
I'm gonna
switch
switch and
to-
get my own.
Um,
Go
who
to
are you going to
Sprint.
switch to?
Sprint probably.
Oh, okay. I mean, the only thing I had to add to his actual discussion was apparently so there's obviously a Sprint version and an AT&T version of the phone, and if you were aware, AT&T, obviously if you had a 3G phone and had a SIM card, you could just swap your SIM card out for whatever phone and use it. And apparently AT&T locked their LTE network to their LTE branded phones, but the one apparently bypasses that.
So,
Yeah,
I assume you have the Facebook data center on the topics list.
I do. That's the next
Um,
topic, actually.
We
When are
found
you gonna
out more
start working?
information. It
Is
will
gonna be
create
made of all tuna.
it will create 31 jobs. So I was
Wow.
That's
I
it.
told everybody it was not going to be a large amount. It's a goddamn data center, and those things are so highly automated anyway. So, like, permanent tech jobs, it's going to be 31, and
There's 30 security guards in one
they're
tech job.
expected to pay $23.12 an hour on average is the wage.
So basically, high school grad or college grads.
Depends. I mean, that's the average. I mean, they're not going to have a college grad running the data center.
They might.
No.
Good.
No, they will not.
Maybe they've got real good experience.
Maybe they would give it to Jerry. Jerry could probably talk his way into it.
Jerry doesn't have a Facebook account, even, does he? I guess that doesn't matter.
No, he doesn't, but it doesn't matter.
Dave?
Does Facebook only hire people if they have Facebook accounts?
No.
Probably.
Also, Google
Dave friended
announced
me the other day.
Who did?
that
Dave.
they were expanding their data center in Council Bluffs by $400 million.
And they're creating 3
I don't know.
jobs?
Omaha is actually like booming in construction right now.
Why don't you move there?
Cause I don't want to.
What else you got? There's really not much to talk about the data center. It's a data center.
It's a data
Yep.
center. It's being built in Altoona,
Yep.
Iowa. Congrats. You guys just earned yourself 31 jobs. The second thing, next thing, I guess, the Senate is apparently trying to pass a bill to allow or to force or to charge online retailers sales tax.
I saw that.
So I guess the deal is, right now, due to the way that some laws are, like the way that Amazon gets around it is because Washington law doesn't require them to charge sales tax if they're selling or shipping out of state.
Well, it's like...
And as long as your state doesn't require an online sales tax. So like places like California actually pay sales tax on Amazon.
Yeah.
But this is going to be apparently across the board with pretty much everybody who sells online.
Yeah, of course. They're mad that they're not getting their tax money off of it.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a no-brainer. Like, that was just a matter of time.
Pretty much.
Nobody, it went from not being something
Because-
anybody did to being, oh shit, everybody's buying everything online.
At least the way it is now is in Iowa. If they don't have a brick-and-mortar store in Iowa, you don't pay taxes, I don't think. Isn't that how it is?
Yeah, that's how it is for most states.
If I order a book on Barnes & Noble, do I pay sales tax on it?
Probably.
I guess I've never noticed.
I think you do because I think I've
Say
noticed it
sometimes you do
before.
pay tax on certain things.
Actually, let me check because I probably have a receipt.
At least I think that's the way it works. I hardly ever get taxed on things that... Well, I guess all of my ordering...
No.
Like, on.
No, Barnes. So if I buy a Nook book online, I don't know about real books, but if you just buy like an ebook,
Real books.
Who uses those anymore?
I haven't actually bought a real book for some time. I just buy all my books as ebooks now, but you don't get charged for an ebook.
I bought a real book just the other day.
Yeah, well, I don't need them. They're outdated. It's already out of date, Matt. Did Anthony get a book?
Why isn't Anthony doing purchase of the week? He had the most major purchase.
It's probably true.
I don't even have a purchase of the week.
I bought a house.
Did you really?
No.
No, you didn't. You are a liar.
I think so.
There you go.
Sorry, man, moving out.
No, I was gonna say though, actually,
enjoy that while we're on the subject of King of the Hill, Matt.
the one thing that I do remember paying online sales tax for is actually one of the strangest things. Whenever I bought an app on my Palm Pre, I had to pay sales tax on it.
Really?
Yeah. Which
Why?
I thought I honestly don't know.
I mean, I'm sad that I'll have to pay sales tax on things that I buy online because I buy a lot of stuff online.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, how is it going to work? Because is it just going to be? Is it going to be requiring? What happens if you do have a store in that state, though, a brick and mortar store?
I don't know.
I don't know how it's going to
We'll make the rules.
I'm sure Amazon has some plan to get around it. Like, if I pay my Amazon Prime subscription, does that cover the taxes that I have to pay to Amazon? Because that would be pretty sweet.
I highly doubt it.
I would buy a ton of expensive
Although
stuff.
I was pleasantly surprised to see that I can order a mower on Amazon
Dude,
and get it prime shipped to my house in 2 days for free. Not just a push mower, I can get a riding lawnmower.
Did you do that?
No.
did you ever read
Why
the
not?
thing about the most expensive thing to ship off of Amazon for free was?
No?
You can someone did a study where they looked at what is sold on Amazon and how much it costs to ship things.
Well, I assume it would be like by weight or
Yes,
awkwardness of the item.
Right. So most shipping charges are done by weight, and the heaviest thing or thing that would cost the most to ship that you could still get with the free Prime shipping was an actual safe. You could just buy a safe, and it would be delivered right to your door in 2 days, and the shipping would be free, even though the shipping would cost more than the unit itself.
Yeah. But not everybody's buying safes.
I'm gonna.
You could. I would.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to start buying those safes in bulk from Amazon, saving on the shipping, and then selling it to people and
No.
like charging a lower shipping cost or some shit?
Yeah. Thanks for
I would just buy a safe
fucking
for
up
myself.
my plan. Now my money-making scheme is off the rails.
Broadcasted on the internet.
Literally ones of people will see this.
Ryan's going to watch it and go, "There's my moneymaker."
Thanks, guys.
Somehow I wouldn't doubt it.
He won't steal it if he doesn't want a lot more text messages.
I'm just gonna set it to go off every minute, forever,
Next.
whether or not.
What else can
Google
I be
Glass.
wrong about?
You're not wrong yet.
Google Glass.
Google Glass.
Haven't we beat this horse to death?
Yeah, but they started shipping their first units.
Oh.
If you
I had seen
We're-
it. I had seen a page that was like, "Oh, sign up to be a developer. Oh, it costs you $1,500." Okay. No.
Yeah, so the initial pre-order, I don't remember, what was it, Google I/O last year that they brought it out?
Oh, you mean where he like wore it in on the freaking parachute
Like a
or something?
parachute. Yeah. So they've begun shipping their first units, I guess, to people. And of course, I think hours after they were received, there were some listed on eBay.
Serious? For a
yep.
lot more than people paid?
$90,000.
No. Nobody's gonna pay that much.
So it was on eBay and it got bid up to $90,000. It eventually got taken down.
I'm sure. Isn't it against like the agreements that you make?
Right. So Google has said that if you get Google Glass, you cannot resell it. There's 3 rules. You must not resell glass. You cannot loan glass. And if you do, it will self-destruct.
Does it actually say that? Because that would be fun.
Yes, that's what Google has actually said, is that it will wipe itself if Google finds out that you have.
Well, yeah, because
transferred it.
now they can terminate service entirely and just make the unit useless to you if you try to do something that they said you can't.
Yeah. So
Well,
that $1,500 piece of glasses that you bought and then sold or gave away for your friend to try out for a month is now broken.
good.
But one thing I had, so I was thinking about this. So Google Glass, and I don't know how this works because I don't wear glasses, but
I do.
this is why I needed you guys to tell me. But
I haven't looked at them enough to know if they could just put glasses, like actual lenses, in them.
well, so that's my question now, is that they've said, or the plan kind of is, they're going to be able to, that they're going to be able to kind of integrate it into regular glasses that you already wear. But my question is,
Put it on my contacts.
this in order to see Google Glass, it kind of sits out here in your peripheral above your eye, and it's kind of that little block, and it sits kind of in front of the glasses. Is it even possible to focus on that through your regular prescription glasses?
I don't know.
Like, if you just had a little glass piece hanging out there, could you focus on that and read things?
Right here?
Yeah, you can. I mean, because I can read something while I have my glasses on.
Yeah, it would be close. It would be fucking nightmare for people that are farsighted.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you not wear
Yeah, I was
glasses
say-
and contacts at all, Blaine?
No, not at all.
No.
Farsighted
So
would burn
know
you.
what it feels like.
I don't know what it feels. This is why I'm asking, because that piece of glass, that little display that they have, has got to be so close to your actual lenses that I would imagine it would be hard for the lenses to correct your vision in that short of distance. Or maybe I'm mistaken.
Right, but my glasses don't
Wouldn't
correct
you-
my vision in that short a distance. I don't need it for stuff that's that close, really.
Right, but
With
with
my glasses
Google
off?
Glass you would.
With my glasses off, I can't read shit on this screen. I can barely tell you're you.
But
To be
that's-
able to read anything, I have to be this close.
That's not my question though. It's on the other side of your lens, so it's on
Oh,
the corrected side of your lens, but it's
I don't
really,
know.
It's still really close to the glass to your lens. Hold a book up and see if you can read a page.
But that's not how it works. It's overlaying something on your vision.
No, but it's not overlaying on your vision. You actually have to look up and away in order to see the screen.
It's not projecting into your
I don't
brain.
No.
It's
not augmented
It would just
reality.
be something else you have to focus on, and I don't see why that would be a problem. Like,
I don't know.
I can read a book right here.
But with your glasses on.
I have contacts in.
Am I wearing
mean,
two
it's
pairs
the
of
same.
glasses?
No, it's not the same thing.
It's the same concept.
If you had something written on the back of your eyelids with your contacts in, could you read it?
No,
If there was
because
light.
I can't see through my eyelids. I can't read anything that's touching my eye, though. Even if I
Anthony's got it.
had perfect vision.
But see, that's the thing, is that if it's sitting at, like, literally on your glasses lens, would you even be able to see it? Like, would the lenses in your glasses be able to fix
And
your
what-
vision enough to read?
What
it
I'm
at
saying
that
is
close?
anything on the other side of that glass is fixed to essentially 20/20 vision.
But it's not
So
just on the other side.
if you can read it if you have normal vision and you can read it on the other side of that, there's no reason it would affect your glasses would affect that.
So so here, try this then, Matt. If you take your glasses and take it off your face and put it in front of your computer screen, can you read the computer screen?
If I do what?
Like, hold your glasses right in front.
Your glasses are like usually distanced out away from you. They measure how far they are from your eyes because they're fixing your focal points. And so the distance they are and the thickness they are fixes it.
Right.
So the front of your glasses is like the front of your eye.
To be able to
essentially.
read anything, my glasses have to be, like, move them to the front. It doesn't do anything. They have to be here.
Okay, so if you moved your head all the way close to the screen.
What about it? I can read it when I get close enough.
With
'cause
your
I'm nearsighted.
glasses on. With your glasses on.
What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, what about it? I can focus on it.
Okay. I don't know.
Why wouldn't I be able to focus on something?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Everything
idea.
past the front plane of your glasses is
Is the same as not
visible.
having glasses.
Right. Like it's the same as your eye. Like that, the front plane of your glasses is the point at which it fixes and makes
Yeah,
your eye
all
normal.
it's doing is fixing
Okay.
your focal points.
I guess I don't know. I'm ignorant to glasses.
Because your eye gets out of shape and the image that comes in falls in like the wrong spots or is distorted.
Words. So it would work. So in theory, it should.
Also,
work.
you can fix. That's why I can fix my vision by going like this. If I poke my eye in the right direction, I can see better.
Dude, that's
Also,
awesome.
why squinting
I was
helps.
say why squinting it squeezes your eye.
That is awesome. I wish I could do that. It just.
Well, basically, okay. So somebody asked me the other day that doesn't wear glasses, and they said, "I don't even know what it feels like." I gave them my glasses. They put them on and said, "Holy shit, I can't see a thing." I said, "That's exactly what it's like."
Probably. So next thing up is how about the Ouya? Nobody pre-ordered an Ouya?
I don't
No.
know what that is.
The
Yeah.
little I've read about it, I think it's a joke.
Well, okay, so that's what I wanted to bring up. The Ouya was the $99 Android gaming box
That's pretty
went
good
up on-
price, though.
Right, so it's $100. It runs only Android. It connects to their curated app store, so it does not connect to the Android app store, I believe. And it went up. What?
I was gonna say I know that when the Pure Solar Kickstarter was going on, Tulio's game, there were people like falling over each other asking for Ouya support. And
Okay.
by falling over each other, I probably mean like there were like 5.
Well, I guess I don't know how much work it takes to get a game from like touchscreen interface to controller interface because this thing has a controller. It's not your phone. But I guess
This is no. No.
I guess from
Continue.
okay. So basically, it's just Android that you plug into your TV and can now play casual games, I guess, on your TV. They started shipping their first units.
So it's like
My TV runs Android already.
Right. So
it's like those cheap games that you buy for a few
Yeah.
bucks that has like one game on it and you can plug it in and just play Pac-Man and that's it.
yeah, it's basically
With
the
more
Is it
same
like
type of
Tiger
thing.
handheld baseball?
So I guess they started shipping out, and I guess they were just a total piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not surprising me. I don't know that I even
So-
like the idea.
So first of all, I don't think I like the idea either, but first of all, the hardware, I guess, isn't even good. Like, they got the controllers in, and, I mean, it's just really cheap plastic, I guess. And
I'd rather
it's-
have-
It's 99 bucks.
I know!
I'd rather have something that interfaces with like your tablet and adds controller support on it or something.
So hold on. We'll get into that. The deal is that like you push so it has a controller like your regular Xbox controller, and you push the buttons, and I guess the buttons like are designed so poorly that they get stuck underneath the casing.
Sounds like a Mad Catz controller.
It's so true. It's what it reminds me of.
Oh man.
So not only is the hardware just bad in general, but the software is apparently ridiculously slow. And on top of it, you can't even there's nowhere to put credit card information in. So you want to buy a game, you have to put credit card information in, yet there's nowhere to put the information in.
How did that's the most important thing to them is getting money. How did you screw that up? Oh, we can't take anyone's money.
Just a slight oversight.
Yeah, so I think that they did push a software update for that, but I guess it's still really slow. Like, there's a lot of input lag to it. It's
You
just
can't
a
have
slow
input
interface in
lag
general.
when you want to play games. Like,
It's like someone took this and they're like, let's just take a phone and put it in a box
well, I bet
and
they
give you
made
a
their,
Bluetooth controller.
bet they made their money back
They made
with all the corners they cut.
they made a ton of money.
Have they?
The Kickstarter, they only initially wanted. God damn it! I don't even know what it was. Let's see if I can still find it. So they wanted. I think they only wanted to start with like $100,000 or something like that, like just to get it started. It originally started as a proof of concept. So 30 days later, and $8.5 million later, they said, "Oh, well, I guess we're actually going to make this a product because we have a ton of money."
Wow.
And so it's just like it was a proof of concept that initially became a real product after the fact, and it totally has not. So they're started shipping them to the Kickstarter backers. They do actually plan on selling this in stores in like another month, I think, and they said that they are apparently going to fix these issues, but I'm not exactly sure how you fix issues like that in manufacturing. And
Yeah, other than fixing it and then reselling it to everybody who already bought one, give them a new one.
They've already put out a statement that said, "Oh yeah, by the way, if you bought it on Kickstarter, you're really just a beta tester. So sucks to be you." But to Lucas's point, though, why do you really want it to be on your TV? I think I would much prefer a controller, or a controller that kind of docks into your tablet.
Yeah, I don't like. There's not a need for that, really. Well, maybe there is. I guess I think Ashley and John had it set up to play Angry Birds on the TV, so Jaden could play with it. But I can't imagine that's a big market. You're not gonna. I mean,
I don't see why I'd want it.
Selling a game box for $99 though, I would imagine they're trying to undercut Sony and Microsoft.
Right. But it's only Android games, so
Can you still get all the free games?
No, because it's their own curated app store.
So nothing in it is even. Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. But I think there was that Razer tablet that came out. God, what was it called? Razer gaming tablet.
The
Edge? Is that what it's called?
Is that what it is? I don't remember.
I think so. Yeah, Razer Edge gaming. I think that was what it was. It basically had what you were talking about, where you could just. It literally had controls attached to the side of the tablet.
Yeah, I mean, if you just had the controls strapped right here, you could hold it sideways or whatever, and it could work. It could work just like a case.
Yeah, that seems ideal to me. I mean, tablet screens are just as high resolution nowadays as what any of the TVs are, and if you can hold it and take it along with you,
especially with
and you can play
some of the higher powered stuff, like what's that one you got, Schmatt?
The Surface.
Yeah, that one.
Right. I think that'd be good.
I'm jealous. I really want one. I want that because I just want a tablet to put my Steam games, like some of my easier Steam games, on.
You're talking about the Pro?
Yeah, that would be fun. Put FTL on that.
I don't know how well it responds to pen input.
Well, you wouldn't have to do pen input though. You could always plug in a mouse. But speaking of tablets, Microsoft is apparently working on a 7-inch Surface tablet.
That's what I saw.
So if you thought that the 10-inch regular Surface tablet is too big, you can now. There's rumors that it's going to be 7 inches. But the question is, I don't know if it's going to be a RT or a Pro device yet.
I had considered selling my RT to pick up either a Pro or a more highly powered Windows 8
laptop/tablet device.
And
I
What
had
did you
just
decide?
considered it. I
Oh.
He thought about it.
I hadn't put any more thought into it other than maybe I should do this.
Well, I know that when the Surface stuff was first announced, you were interested mostly in the Pro versions of the
I
tablet.
was.
And then you went out and bought an RT because
I
you
did.
could.
It's a nice device. I like it. But my MacBook is kind of on the way out.
Your MacBook is on the way out and mine is not.
Yeah.
Do you use the RT a lot?
Not lately. It's sitting in my backpack, actually.
I don't use my tablet for anything useful, but I play the shit out of some games on it.
Yeah, I keep for like the past 2 weeks. I've been meaning to grab it out of the backpack, but I just never have.
I don't know.
I use it a shit ton. Like I used it a ton when we were in California too. Like it was
Right.
really good for travel. But when I'm home,
Does it have like 3G on it?
no.
No, just wireless.
Yeah.
I mean,
I bought an Asus Transformer and I used it for work when I was down in Houston, and that worked great. And it was a really cheap alternative to getting like the Surface. I only spent like $250 on the tablet and keyboard.
Yeah.
Well, I'd presume that this 7-inch tablet's probably going to be a little bit cheaper than what the current Surface line is. I mean, rumors are that there's going to be a refresh of the entire Surface line, too, relatively soon, which I wouldn't doubt.
I really like what's the one that the tablet that it like flips back on itself and
The
Yoga. That one's actually a really nice machine. Like I considered that instead.
Surprisingly, I really like that.
Well, because you can get higher performance versions of it, can't you?
I'm
I
sure.
thought you could. Maybe not.
The thing I really like, the thing I was surprised about is that you would think that a tablet or a laptop that is going to flip on itself is going to be super thick, but it's actually a lot thinner
It's
than I
thin,
imagined.
but it's really sturdy too.
It's pretty solid.
I played around with one at Best Buy for a while.
Yeah, I was very impressed by it. And you could use it as a laptop because it's got the laptop form factor. I mean, I know that they advertise these other stupid modes like tent mode, but
That mode would be good for like when I'm laying in bed or some shit.
and when I watch something, yeah. But I mean, you could easily flip it between you're done typing, you just flip it over and you start using it as a tablet.
Yeah.
I know that's one of the main complaints about like the Surface is that with the kickstand because it's actually
You kind of have to have a
tablet.
solid surface. You can do it
Right.
in your lap, but it's not ideal. Get 100 bonus credits in the take the Bing It On challenge.
So, here.
I've already done the Bing It On challenge.
So Matt, you can
Did they
actually
win?
get a Yoga with an i7, Intel HD 4000 graphics, 8 gigs of RAM, and a 256 solid-state drive.
What you just said, the 8 gigs of RAM is the biggest plus. Because the Surface you can only get it with 4. And when I'm trying to run VMs and stuff, 4 gigs of RAM is cutting it short.
Dude, this is actually really awesome.
How much is it? 1,200?
No, $1,000.
That's it?
Yeah, it's 13 inches.
Matt just switched from RT Pro.
It's 13 inch, which is a good size, I think.
The resolution
and
is
it's-
not 1080 though.
It says HD plus IPS, so I'm assuming it's probably 1080.
I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. Last time I looked, it wasn't. Maybe I'm just an idiot.
But there's two versions of the Yoga. There's the 11, which runs the RT version.
Can you
which
post the link?
Yeah.
Well, the biggest plus to a full device is being able to do meaningful coding work on it
Right.
that isn't web-based and having to connect to like a server that's serving up like where your content is through like FTP or something.
Oh yeah, dude. You can get. Oh, okay. You're right. No, it's not full HD. It is 1600 by 900.
Yeah, which
Which
kind of
isn't
sucks,
bad.
but it's not awful. It makes me sad though. But that's an
I
otherwise.
think I actually prefer the smaller devices, though.
Like the i7 and the 256 gig solid state drive and the 8 gigs of RAM. That's really nice.
I mean, you can spec this out to whatever you want, anywhere from an i3 all the way up to an i7.
Yeah.
Everything
After
is
coupon.
coupons.
Coupon.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Surface is a really nice tablet. I just think that there are probably going to be other manufacturers out there that do just as good, if not nicer things. Like what Lenovo has done. Maybe the new Xbox will include a Surface tablet.
Maybe the new Xbox will suck balls.
Whoa!
Wow.
There's a lot of hostility there.
It's like
I can only get fucked in the ass for so many years before I become
remember Randy?
bitter about it.
What'd you say I needed to open the store, Lucas? Don't say it! I don't want anybody to steal it. I remembered.
No one even gets the reference but my brother.
I know. That's fine. That's perfect. So when I get interviewed for Wired and they say, where did this name come from?
You can tell about the time that we went bowling and my brother renamed you.
Yeah.
And then refused to stop calling you that name for the rest of your life.
Yeah, he still calls me that.
I know he does. He's asked me.
That is.
Sometimes it throws me off when he asks me what you're doing, and I'm like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Oh,
He doesn't. Is my name in his phone as that name?
I'm pretty sure." Yeah.
I should just make that my Steam handle. He doesn't even call me Randy anymore. He calls me Randall. He's formalized it, which is funnier for some reason.
Because that wasn't even the original joke, and now it's changed. His name that night was Famunda Chez. You should call him that.
That's not as I don't know. It's not as funny for whatever reason.
Not even funny.
It was funny at the time. It was funny like it's your ball. So Jake today he said some pretty funny shit.
Like,
I'm looking it up. Him and Brian are really good at this type of thing. He posted on Facebook, "The degree to which we are Siamese has no dependence on whether or not you please."
God damn it.
And then Brian said, "There is no currently existing correlation between the degree of our Siamese ethnic heritage and your willingness and ability or lack thereof to please." God, he's such a goddamn lawyer.
So,
Anyway, next topic.
speaking of, I guess a couple more Microsoft things. Windows 8.1 apparently is going to bring back the start button.
That's what I had read.
If anyone really cares, I guess all it does is just launch the regular Windows 8 start menu.
Also, what I had read.
So wait, does that make it actually... Is that like a thermostat that doesn't actually offer any control in a room? It just makes people feel better?
So,
It's kind of like a button.
aren't they addressing in 8.1 kind of the searching issues? Like, not having to switch over on the right-hand side between which category you're searching? Because that's been my biggest
I
complaint
would
so
hope so.
far, is that it's way... Like, when I search stuff with the start menu in 7, I get way more results... Or I don't get more results. I get better
You don't
results.
get the results you want.
Yeah, I get them to me quicker because if I search it in 8, I have to like go over to the side. So if I type programs and features or whatever, because I know the name of the thing that I want,
Right.
and if I type that out in 7, it's right there and I can click on it. In 8, I have to like go over to the side and click on the category that it's in. It's like settings or some shit, I think.
You don't actually have to click, but you do have to
You have to move
do
it.
extra steps. Yeah.
Yeah, which is really lame.
I don't know. This was supposed to be your responsibility to look up
Sorry.
Windows Blue.
I want to try out some of the third-party start menus that are out there.
The thing, I don't really have a problem with the start menu. The only thing I wish that they would change, though, is when you're in an app. So if you're inside of a Metro app and you want to do a search, so say you're in the App Store
Yeah.
and you want to search the App Store, what you have to do is you actually have to pull up the Charms menu. So I just Windows C it. And then you actually have to hit the search button, and then you can search, and then it searches the store. Which I don't think that's intuitive at all.
This sounds confusing. And
It is. So if I go into the
I
regular
feel like
App
I'm
Store,
turning into an old person because I don't know what the hell you're talking about or how to use it.
so all they would have to do is just add a spotlight icon or a magnifying glass icon that I could click on, but I can't. Or even allow me to do it from the right-click menu instead of having to hit Control-C, pull up my charms, hit search, which pulls up this whole nother menu, and then search the store. I just think it's a little
The hell is a
ridiculous.
charm?
It's the little side menu.
What the hell is a charm?
I mean, I know what charm is.
I don't know a lot of the terms for what any of that shit is either.
It's a close one. Almost crashed on Temple Run, too. Aw.
Lucas, you're gonna get fired.
Hey, I actually showed up tonight.
But
It's
you're
gotta-
playing games.
It's got to count for something. I needed to get my daily.
You didn't get
That
your
was-
daily news.
That was smart on their part. They've hooked me now. No, there's daily rewards if you complete certain things.
For what?
That's how to get me.
Temple Run?
Temple Run, too.
Oh, I don't even have that. I'm not that cool.
I have an addiction to unlocking things and getting fake rewards from games.
I unlock things by doing Bing searches. You should do that too.
I've never played Temple Run.
The second one's pretty good.
I don't understand the fascination. I just got Temple Run 1 for my phone, and
Oh
I
no,
played
you
it.
gotta go to number 2. Number 2 is better.
I can't. They don't have it. I don't have it yet.
That sucks.
And I was like, I honestly don't know what the fascination is with this game.
I don't know.
Where did-
I like flow free better.
I don't even know what that is.
You have like a 8x8 grid with 6, 7, 8, that's whatever that change each time, dots, well, pairs of dots, and you have to connect them, and you have to fill the whole board. And
Wait,
it's just like a little puzzle game.
oh, see, I like puzzle games. Those I don't mind.
It's how
I
my
had this-
brain works. I don't know. I like them.
I got this really sweet game that's kind of like a cross between Tetris and I don't know, something else. It's like you have like Tetris blocks that are different colored, and then you have a grid, and there's colored squares on different parts of the grid, and you have to connect from one colored square to the other colored square of the same color. But you have to use the Tetris blocks, and the blocks are given to you in Tetris form, so you only get one at a time.
Yeah.
So you have to work around, but it's not always the same color. So if you're trying to connect the blue squares, you might not get a blue square right away. So you have to also not only plan like connecting the blue, but you have to plan, there's 3 different colors, connecting the red, and then you also have yellow. And then on the harder levels, you get blocks that you have to place, but will do nothing. Like they're just a blank color,
Yeah.
and they remain there for a certain number of turns. And
That
so
sounds-
then the added challenge is you have to do this all in 90 seconds. so so you have to see how many points you can get, how many times you can connect it in 90 seconds.
Damn.
It's super addicting. It's a lot of fun. Where did Matt go? I've got 2 more things for him.
He went upstairs.
He's already upstairs.
I'm like upstairs.
Ah, darn it. Let's see. We can talk. Let's talk about Anthony's purchase of the week.
Well, I bought some flowers.
Wow. Man.
And your review of those?
Yeah, please.
Where did you get them?
Actually, Hy-Vee did a nice job.
I go to Hy-Vee for flowers. That they do a good job.
The one in Ankeny here, yeah, it was very impressive. I told them I wanted some white lilies, and they told me how much per stem. And I'm like, well, okay, I want 6 of them. And I wanted, and she's like, well, do you want just flowers or in a vase and stuff? And I was like, well, just throw it in the vase. And I was like, and add whatever else you want up to, it's like $100. And she threw a bunch of stuff in there, a couple of roses, a couple other things, and it looked really nice.
That actually sounds pretty good. I think I've only done flowers like that once from Hy-Vee. But generally, I usually just grab like a bunch of flowers they already have pre-made.
Yeah.
Or I ship flowers, seeing as how I'm not in the same area as my girlfriend.
Yeah, well, I had to pick them up and hide them for a day.
I always drive through Des Moines on my way down to Kansas City and stop at the one like right there on 35 out of town and pick up flowers there. Shit, they make them in really quick too. You can go and just say, I want that vase and I want that and that and that.
Yeah, and they do it right there for you. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I just called them the night before and was like, hey, can I get a bouquet made up for tomorrow? And they're like, yep. So I was like, perfect.
That's pretty handy. What about you, Lucas? Do you have a purchase of the week? Or purchase of the last time since you've been on?
My purchases this week were clothing.
Well, that's not cool.
Ugh.
It was for me. I'm down 4 inches from the last time I bought pants.
I suppose that's true. That's what happens. If you lose weight, you have to buy new clothes.
That's what I'm told.
Yeah, how much? What do you weigh now, Lucas?
172. When this is last year, probably in, I don't know, March, I want to say, is when I started. I was like 218, 220. So, I'm down like 45 pounds since then.
Very nice.
So, I was going to save this until Pat was here, but he was not. But there's been people wondering if we could move the podcast. Is anyone opposed to that?
To when?
Probably Wednesday nights.
I think that'd be better, because for whatever reason, Tuesday nights, it always creeps up on me, even though it's Tuesday every week.
Yeah, I like it. I'm with him, even though that's not the truth.
What's not the truth?
We're kicking you out of the podcast, man.
Oh my God, they're playing Borderlands 2 and they didn't even invite me. Oh, those sons of bitches.
We're talking about moving the podcast to Wednesdays.
Can't.
You can't?
No.
All right, motion not passed. It's staying on Tuesdays.
Why Wednesdays?
Because John was complaining that it steals too many people away from his game playing night.
Too bad. It would just happen on... Why is Tuesday his game playing night? Every night is his game playing night.
It's true. It's true.
You would just complain about Wednesday.
He can't do Wednesdays because I guess every other week he has school board. And he can't do Thursdays because Thursday is the only other free night and Abby only allows him one night. Even though he plays all the other nights.
Yeah.
So here, Matt, finally you're back. Jeez. I had 2 more things for you. first, Microsoft's Azure service.
Yeah.
You're familiar with this?
Yeah.
Supposedly, they're going to start matching Amazon's cloud server pricing.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes it. I mean, that makes it really cheap. I mean, it was cheap before.
I guess why is there any advantage to going with the Azure service?
I don't know. I've never used it. I've only ever used Amazon's AW or its EC2 stuff.
Yeah.
I used it a couple weeks ago when we were doing the hashing stuff.
That's right.
I spun up 6 servers, 8 cores each.
I'm sure they were happy about that.
But it only cost me like $20 to run for like 12 hours.
That's actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, full load.
Full bore for 12 hours.
It's not bad.
Granted, you weren't really pushing any network sets, though, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
What? No, I was pushing the CPUs to 100%.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that they probably care more about their network bandwidth than
Oh, I have
the
no
CPU
idea. I don't know what those rules are.
But, yeah, Microsoft, their Azure service, they're going to try and match Amazon's cloud server.
I've never used the Azure service. One of my buddies tells me it's really easy. Just as easy. I mean, Amazon was really easy, too, to set up. It was my first time doing an Amazon server through that service, and I set up 6 of them in like an hour or less.
That's not too... Do you have to actually install any... Are you given an OS, then, I'm assuming?
You pick the machine images that you want to run.
Oh, okay, so they give you the images.
Yeah,
already.
and you can create your own, and there's custom community ones out there. But I was just doing Ubuntu 64-bit server installations.
That's super easy then.
Yeah, it's stupidly easy. Then all you need is putty, and you're done, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Gearbox acquires Homeworld.
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether to be really happy that somebody picked up the IP or to be
terrified.
sad that it was Gearbox.
Well,
I don't know who else I'd rather have it. Like,
to be fair though,
Yeah.
Gearbox does Borderlands.
no. Yeah, they do,
But on the other hand,
do
they
all
also
shooters.
did Duke Nukem Forever.
no, that game was dead before it ever got to them.
Stillborn.
It was stillborn. That's correct. I've never played
Little
Homeworld. So what is Homeworld?
Game.
What?
I've never played it.
Oh my god, even I've played it.
Well,
I always forget
sorry.
Lucas has.
I owned it.
I figured you'd be excited.
Oh. It's an RTS?
Yeah.
Kind of,
Well,
but I
actually,
sucked at it, dude. I sucked so bad.
The best news to come out of this so far is that it looks like they plan on getting Homeworlds 1 and 2 up on Steam, which is awesome.
Dude, you can actually get the source code for Homeworld.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So the original games were, who were they published by? Sierra? Yeah.
Sierra.
They were developed by Relic.
Relic, yeah. And THQ ended up acquiring that, I guess. So when THQ fell apart,
It's owned by
Wait.
Sega, because
Wait.
THQ went bankrupt. So
Wait, back up.
right.
the quote-unquote Relic is owned by Sega. It's a subsidiary of Sega, but I don't know like if there's any of the original like developers there that worked on this game.
Oh, I highly doubt it. I doubt it.
So I don't know who I'd trust with the IP.
I would assume it would be a complete start.
Who's
From
gonna do
scratch.
Saints Row if now that THQ's dead?
THQ.
Didn't they?
Did
Do Saints Row?
THQ didn't develop it though.
Oh,
They just
okay.
published it, I believe.
Okay.
Develop Voliton.
Oh, Volition.
Volition. Sorry,
I didn't mean to.
I saw an extra T in there. But
That wasn't supposed to be me correcting you. Sorry.
Volition developed it. THQ published it. So I would not be concerned about that. They'll find another publishing house. Probably EA, and then we can all buy it on Origin.
Oh my god, I will snap.
Would you just would that be like the straw that breaks the camel's back?
I will write a strongly worded mark this down. I will write a strongly worded letter to EA.
It's being recorded, actually, Lucas.
Good. Oh my god, I will.
And
First
they
they-
will care so much.
I don't give a fuck. It's a goddamn principle.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell those cocksuckers I ain't buying anything off Origin.
Which is
Good.
funny because I hate it for really no reason other than it's not Steam.
I hate it because I didn't say I wanted it,
No,
and
the
now
problem
I
is-
have no choice but to take it.
Well,
So
I think we all.
I'll have none, thank you.
I think we all hate it because it's in opposition to Steam, but I think the real reason is because they make their games only available on Origin.
Doesn't Valve not release their titles through anything else?
We talked about this before, but I don't know. I guess technically yes, but I don't remember what we came up
I'm
with.
No,
a
here's
hypocrite,
the
and I'm
pro-
okay with that.
Here's the argument I have with that. It's you can complain about all the added service or whatever you want to say. That doesn't matter because it's like me buying an Xbox and then having a game come out that's exclusively PlayStation. That pisses me off. I don't want two systems and I don't have to buy them, and it's the same thing. Everybody's already committed to Steam, and they're essentially creating a PlayStation game by making it exclusive to Origin, using the Xbox example.
I've never heard it described that way.
I mean, except for the fact that they don't have to because it's fucking digital. Like they could very easily. It's not a platform change. They don't have to do anything different. They just have to not make it exclusive through Origin. And I will never get to see the end of Mass Effect because
It's true.
that's how much it pisses me off.
From what
I like
people want
SimCity.
to-
Fuck them. I'm not gonna buy SimCity through there. SimCity 4 crashes on Steam anyway.
Mass Effect 1 and 2 were great.
They were.
They were fantastic.
I am extremely sad I can't finish the series as well.
It's just a shame.
But I guess what this does say is that the best distribution service is Games for Windows Live.
Oh my god.
No.
They didn't have their own games.
Those buttholes.
Microsoft didn't
That-
lock their games to Games for Windows Live.
Yeah, but I had to use my Hotmail account. That's a dead email account that I don't remember the password to, and every time I try to do something with it, I have to go through and prove my birthright and give my DNA to them.
To prove my birthright, you have to get a batleth and fight with it as a Klingon. Oh,
Dude,
Hey,
Microsoft
Andrew-
actually flies you on a space shuttle to Redmond, and you have to actually battle.
you
You have to fight Michael. What's his name?
No, you have to fight Steve Ballmer. While he yells, "Developers! Developers!"
Where did my cap go? Oh well, it's gone now.
so
You start a shouting match with Steve Ballmer.
I don't know how useful you'll find it, but you should look up the service called Dwalla.
Yeah, actually, I meant to bring that up before, and I completely forgot.
I've heard about this. How do you spell it?
DWOLLA.
It's gangster, y'all.
It's an Iowa company
E-commerce.
based out of Des Moines, and its function
Best
is
Mons?
its function is currency transfer.
Right.
So the idea is, I think, from what I can gather, is they shave off 25 cents off of every transaction you do,
More than $10.
more than $10.
It's over $10.
So the really nice thing is that Anthony, when he goes to pay his rent next month, hopefully we're gonna try this. and he will like send it to me through this, and then it's linked to my bank account, so I can just say put that money in my bank account, and it will do it.
Wait. So how much does it take?
25 cents off the transaction.
25 cents regardless of the dollar amount?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Holy crap, good or holy crap
That's
bad?
holy crap good.
Wait, all right, I missed something. I wasn't paying attention.
So this service is an online service.
Yep.
You attach it to one or many of your bank accounts, anything
Yeah.
that you want to move money from.
Yep.
And so say we all have a LAN or something,
Yep.
and it's like, okay, everybody get food, but like last time, do you have cash? Well, no, I don't have cash. Son of a bitch. Can he cover for me? All that shit. If everybody had a Dwala account, you could say, all right, I'll pay for it, and all you guys get on your phone and send me the money you owe me.
This is actually a really, really good idea.
I know.
Kind of like an easier PayPal.
Well, it's very similar to like Square, if you guys are familiar with Square.
Yeah, I know what Square is.
So the difference is that Square takes they take credit cards. Does this thing take credit cards? Or
No,
is it
it's
just
not meant for that.
transactions?
It's meant to
Okay.
you tie it to your bank account and move
It's like
money
to your
back
bank
and forth.
account.
And
That
there's
scares me though.
So yeah, essentially it is like a mobile PayPal then.
Yeah.
So
What's
There's
protection like
places-
on it?
what's what?
The protection on it.
What do you mean the protection?
I mean, if it's a
Security.
mobile thing, yeah, secure. If it's linked to my phone and my phone's linked directly to my bank account,
Well, you don't have it remember your login settings on
Yeah.
your phone.
Don't have it remember it.
well, I wouldn't, but that doesn't sound like a whole lot of security
Well,
to
I
me.
mean, even if anybody, they're not going to be able to do anything
If they've got,
with it.
oh,
I mean, well,
I guess they could
because
transfer,
there's a pin and everything too, so they'd have to know your pin to transfer the money. You can't transfer without a pin, and to tie anything to any bank account. So say somebody got a hold of your Dwala account, and we're like, all right, I want to tie this to this bank account over here. I don't think they could do it without your pin. I'm not sure. Maybe they can.
Man, I wish I had thought of that.
It's a good idea.
Dude, this is actually, I mean, it's a good idea, but PayPal already does this, and it's actually free.
PayPal's is?
Yeah,
Well, I hate PayPal. PayPal sucks.
but you can already do it.
But this new one that charges me money is good.
Yeah, how...
Shut up,
I'm
Blaine.
unfamiliar with PayPal, so I,
I mean,
hate it.
Not
I
only
researched this
that, but
new one.
PayPal allows, I mean, you can, as you guys probably know, you can link your bank accounts to PayPal.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
you can
good.
send-
I just
you
thought
can
I was
send
lost
money-
over here.
You can send money from your bank account to any person, whether or not they have PayPal. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's
it's
why
the
I-
same
that's-
thing.
That's how I paid for my Vegas trip. I didn't even link my bank account. I'm pretty sure I used my credit card through
Right.
PayPal
Yeah,
to
you do.
pay this guy.
That's
like,
That's the
And
only
you,
way. I
and you
ever
can
use
do that
PayPal.
too. And you can do that too. It's just
I
that
don't know.
with paying with a
maybe I
credit
need to
card.
look at PayPal then. What's the difference then? What's the other company providing me?
What do you mean?
Well,
with
they're
PayPal-
I imagine PayPal has a mobile app now.
They're
Yeah,
obviously-
PayPal has a mobile app as well.
Dwal is obviously doing something different, or why would they exist?
Because I don't know.
They had you hooked. they can fool you,
I mean, I guess I don't
a
understand.
lord of the internet.
I guess I don't understand why I would want Dwala over anything.
Well, now that you mention it, I don't either. Aside from the fact that most merchants in like brick and mortar stores and all that shit don't take.
Right. Most
PayPal.
right, but I'm not gonna walk into a store. I mean, how many merchants are really gonna have Dwala?
I don't know. There's some.
Also, how is that more convenient than handing them my credit card? Like if I went
Right.
Well,
to
the idea is you don't have to. I mean, anytime you don't have to hand out your credit card is better.
Yeah.
Are you
So
not
I
on board
walk-
with that? You would rather have you would
No,
rather
no, no,
hand
no.
somebody your
And here's
card?
my problem, though.
Till
Okay,
I mean,
so I walk
until this
into a
becomes the
store.
norm and people figure out how to get your information from this. I mean, it's a,
So I walk into a Starbucks. Turns out they accept Walla.
I don't know what you're gonna ask.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's the situation. I go in, they accept Walla. I've got the Walla app on my phone.
Sweet.
What do? I order and then I say, all right.
I have no idea.
Pull
Blaine.
out my phone and then look up Starbucks. Then say, all right. Well, how much was that again? Type it into my phone and then.
I have no idea.
I would imagine though, couldn't you print out like a QR code and be like, "Here's your
That's
bill.
stupid.
Here's your bill receipt." You fucking scan it, and it says it's going to Starbucks for this amount, and it
But-
brings up a.
So,
I
so
don't
the
know.
problem is that you can't do scanning of QR codes on the device themselves. They have to offload that. So you have to have mobile data. And then second of all, unless it's automatic, what's the point? It's still not going to force anybody to do anything.
Yeah, you're gonna
Still
be
have
that,
to
you're
get
gonna be
out
that
the phone.
jackass I'm behind in Wendy's going, "What is this fucker doing with his phone? Put that shit away and just pay for
Yeah, exactly. Now you print me off a
it."
receipt.
You're like this generation. You're gonna be this generation's old person with a check.
It's going to be.
The
are.
best way
You
to pay
are.
for things at like a Wendy's are if they've got those reader things, the QR or the Q. What the fuck are those things?
NFC.
NFC readers. Yeah.
Beep.
Yeah, except for the fact that those don't even work all the time either.
I've never even tried it.
From what I've heard, they don't work.
Why?
Because they're finicky, I guess. It's not as reliable as a mag strip on a credit card.
Or cash in my hand.
That's the biggest problem. Is there is nothing faster and more reliable right now than handing someone a credit card and letting them swipe it through a scanner.
Well, I agree with you. If PayPal lets me do what I was talking about for free, then
Yes. So I'm looking at the PayPal site right now, and they say you can send money if your bank account is already hooked up. You can send money to friends for free, and even if you wanted to, you could also pay your friends with a credit card or debit card. There's just going to be a small fee for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I just was like, screw it, I'll pay the fee, and I used my credit card because I didn't want to set up an account and link everything
Right.
through PayPal, so I just paid the fee with my credit card and sent the money to the guy that bought the room in Vegas.
So if you're sending money to friends, then you can. So like, say I pay Matt $400 for rent, he can then push that to his bank account.
Correct. So if Matt has
that's my question. Can I push from PayPal to my bank?
Yes, you can. If you have a bank account set up with PayPal, so if you were to pay Matt would get a deposit of $400 into his PayPal account, and he can then take that and move it directly into his direct bank account.
I need to create a separate account that these types of transactions are used for.
Yeah, you could just set up a...
Nope, it's only one account. Your one PayPal account.
No, I'm
No,
saying
he's saying he would set up a separate bank account for his PayPal transactions. So it was
You
was
could do
the
that.
only thing it was linked to. It was
Correct.
separate from his savings and checking, and I
Correct.
think that would be smart.
You could do that, yeah.
Especially if you went, if you're, I guess, if you were going to go for all of your online shopping that way, but I've switched everything that I do online to my credit card because it's got better protection
Right.
than my debit card.
I actually have 3 checking accounts right now.
I did for a while.
And I have one of them has all of my money in it, one of them has $2 in it, and another one has $0 in it.
Nice. So I was going to say you're better protected, but no, you're just as boned as me if somebody gets home from my check. Well, they have to guess the right one, though.
That's true. I will.
They
give them
might they might get a prize of $2.
that.
That would be fun. It'd be like, oh my god, someone stole my card. Oh, and they stole the account that has $2 in it. That'd show them.
That would be pretty
Think
funny.
about how mad you would be if you tried to charge something online. Well, I suppose you'd get away with that, but I don't know how you would use. You probably wouldn't go to a store and use a stolen credit card. You'd do it online.
What you would do, what people do with stolen credit cards apparently is they go to the gas station, they buy a tank of gas, and then they buy their buddies a tank of gas. Then they go to a shoe store and buy a pair of sneakers.
Except gas stations have cameras and your cars have license plates.
Yeah, I never said it was smart. I'm just saying this is apparently the pattern of that thieves do.
How do
You're
you
going to do that, at least
Someone
wear like a
steal.
ski mask and ride your bike and take like a little container and fill that up.
Yeah, you're gonna be like that guy in the commercial that wears his ski mask into the store.
So, apparently this is true, but apparently if you do go fill up 2 tanks of gas and go buy a pair of sneakers on one credit card in one day, your card will get hit for fraud.
Really?
If I
That's the most common thing to happen?
Because that's apparently the most common thing to happen.
if I buy 2 tanks of gas and a pair of shoes,
In the
Yeah, in the same day.
what if I drive
They'd be
5
boned.
hours to buy a pair of shoes?
I was gonna say they'd be boned if they
Gotta call your credit
used
card.
my card because my card always just makes me put in my area code or my zip
Right.
code.
I think
So-
that depends on the place.
Good luck, jackass.
But yeah.
Yeah, I have my credit card set up that every
Why?
time
What's
something
your
gets
zip
charged,
code?
I get an email. So
I'm
I
not
know
gonna
in
tell
real
you that,
time.
so you can't steal my
Damn
credit
it!
card.
Matt, Lucas is going to give out his area zip code over the
I was hoping he wouldn't think about it.
Matt and Lucas, can you now read off your credit card number?
Yeah, why don't I just give you my social security
And
number
what's that
and all
3 digit
my
code on the back?
yeah.
Can you just hold it up to the camera real quick? I'm going to take a picture.
Dude,
I'll hold up my ID and my soc too.
Thanks, that would really help.
I guess the scariest thing about PayPal is I know personally one person who had a bunch of money jacked from it.
Right. I don't know. I've heard bad stories about people getting money jacked from PayPal, but I've been on PayPal for quite some time actually, and I've never had a problem with them. Whether I'm buying or transferring money,
It was Dave.
I wouldn't doubt it. He probably did
He
something.
probably
wrong.
messed it up.
You probably just
Also-
accidentally ordered $300 worth of the wrong movie ticket.
He just doesn't know. He has $300 worth of unspent movie tickets hanging out there somewhere.
Like some jackass screwed me over.
See, the thing is, though, I
Bought 40
actually
tickets to Magic Mike.
For 2 days ago. And the purchase was last night.
I don't know. I trust PayPal, I guess, a little bit. They do have a protection policy, and I've actually gotten calls from PayPal when I've actually bought larger ticket items through them. They've actually called me to make sure that it's okay. So I think that they've probably gotten a lot better than what they used to be.
I was gonna say, because when did Dave have issues? Because it sounds like they've kind of upgraded what they're doing since the last time I really actually looked at their company and what they do.
Well, maybe I'm gonna sign up for Dwala and dump it all in 1 week.
Did you already sign up for it?
Oh yeah.
You get a $10 credit if you refer a friend.
Don't refer me because I'm not going to sign up.
Me either.
I'm gonna Google
won't
this
tr-
because I
I
don't
won't-
think anybody's done this yet.
I won't trust the free service, so why would I go to the one that costs me money?
That charges me. See, if I was to sign up for anything, I'd actually sign up for Square instead.
Why am I
Square
signing
Enix.
up for Square?
Well, if you were doing a business, though, I would sign up for Square instead of Dwala because then I can just swipe people's credit cards, and that also is direct deposited straight into my bank account. So you can do the similar thing that you're talking about where we're at a LAN and one person pays for it, and then he just takes everyone's credit card or debit card and just swipes it through his phone, and bam, you're done. That's it.
Oh, like you can hook it up to your phone, the card. reader?
Yeah. It has. So the Square doesn't cost you anything. They do take a percentage. I think it's like 2.75%. But yeah, it's a little device you plug into your phone and you just swipe credit cards through it.
Yeah, actually, I was at a like when I got my sister some fabric for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure that's what they were using something similar. They had their phone and a little plug and play
And
card reader.
I think PayPal actually has a card reader as well to do the same thing. So I mean, PayPal seems to be doing very similar stuff to what everybody else does, and their stuff is free for the
As
most
long
part.
as you don't use a credit card.
Yeah, unless you don't, as long as you don't use a credit card. Although they only charge 2.7% for a credit card swipe.
Well, if you look at Dwala, 25 cents, their minimal charge that's for is $10, which is 2.5%.
Oh,
So
really?
anything up from there is less than 2.5%.
So it's 2.5 or less.
Yeah,
But it's, I mean,
that's on every transaction.
but that's not even credit card swipes. That's for just regular money transfers,
Yeah.
which is kind of, I guess I don't know why I would do that over regular PayPal then. Maybe I should put the PayPal app on my phone.
So you can send me all your money?
Yeah.
We get tested, Blade. Just send me a couple $100.
I promise I'll send it back.
Yeah, I promise to send it back.
I don't know. There seems to be some sort of error. It's not letting me send it back.
I never got it. That's so weird.
See, Anthony's a better liar than me. I would admit that I got it and then tell you I couldn't send it back. He would lie and say, I didn't get it.
We just try it again.
Resend it.
Yeah, I don't think I would send $300 at a time.
You would if you were Dave.
Dave could pay for Anthony's engagement ring.
Finance it.
Just send me more money.
Yes, please.
Well, I think that's it for tonight.
Alrighty.
We'll have to do Pat's review of the HTC One next week, I guess.
Good, I'll hold off getting a new phone.
Yeah, I'd wait. Although I would say the HTC One is probably a good choice.
That's the one I want.
Will never replace beer.
I want the black one though. It was out of stock on the Sprint store.
I wouldn't be surprised. What
How
the
does it
hell
be
are
out
you
of
listening to?
stock online?
Ripple, you can pick
Cut it down!
red.
God damn it, Matt.
Ripple get it zingy.
I'm gonna
What?
mute you. Are you playing a video?
I was.
We
Yeah,
can
it was,
hear
it
it.
was super loud. Thanks for that.
We're probably gonna get a DMCA takedown notice on YouTube now.
Great.
Just great, Matt. You ruined the podcast.
From what?
Just
A company that
great.
doesn't exist anymore?
A company that doesn't exist anymore, yeah? Who knows? They're gonna sue us into oblivion. That's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
our
start
podcast
playing a
title.
rip of Oblivion right now.
Fine. I'm gonna go play some Borderlands 2.
No!
Yay!
I thought it sounded like bubbles.
Wow.
I thought
All right,
we were
well, we'll
playing
shut this down.
Primal Carnage.
Well, let's go get in the TeamSpeak and see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
This will be it for tonight.